concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans' offense will go on the attack first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that honor a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
Under fire. Got a man. It's Durant. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. And the Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans will hustle to the line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time he's got his man. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Montgomery. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. go to the draw. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Spartans will punt this one away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. To the air on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Takes the handoff. It's Durant. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Spartans in the hurry-up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. Inside. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Durant. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs, guys like Le'Veon Bell.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And as he throws, another incompletion on third down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Offense in a split backfield. Off play action. He's got it. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Sends it back in motion. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Collins. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. The play action fake. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add
was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Going right to work up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Leaves it with the back. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Plucks it out of the air. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Durant.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On the run, it's Durant. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. He'll keep it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw for it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Hands it off. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
Michigan State, 21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Steps away. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Fitlin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things...
Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Spartans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Handoff to the single back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Durant. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another day.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll try the right side. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. On first down, running the read option to the right. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They're going to test the right side with this one. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. To the 10. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Michigan State for 27.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed?
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boise State is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Chris Peterson, this has not been a blowout today on the Smurf turf. They are up by 7 over San Diego State.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Right back to him on the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The give on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Oh, what a move.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.